If you are looking for a detached home in Glenorchy, North Oakville, built by a quality builder, fully finished on every level, with more room than most four-bedroom homes in this community, and you want to understand why this one is different from everything else at this price, you are in the right place. This is a Rosehaven-built detached on Robert Brown Boulevard in North Oakville. 4 bedrooms plus 1 finished in the basement, 4 bathrooms, 2012 built on a quiet family street in one of North Oakville's most established communities. My name is Faras Rial, over 200 transactions sold, over 10 years working in this market. I know Glenorchy well, and I know what a 1.57 buys you here, and I know what doesn't. The tour is 15 minutes. Stay for the basement because there's something in it that you do not see at this price point, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. I'm standing here on Robert Brown Boulevard in North Oakville. Built in 2012, this is a Rosehaven, one of the better builders to work this community. 14 years, and the exterior still presents well. Stone and stucco finish, not the basic brick. Single garage with inside access, 1 driveway spot. Fully fenced backyard with interlocking in the back. We'll take a look at the backyard shortly. But this has a nice curb appeal. So 3111 Robert Brown Boulevard in Glenorchy, North Oakville delivers beyond the lot. Odonawi Public School is steps away, one of the top-rated primary schools in Oakville. White Oak Secondary and King's Christian Collegiate is also very close. 16-mile sports complex. You've got Fortino's, actually is just a walking distance as well. The Fortino's Plaza with all amenities just steps away. Glenorchy is not a new community anymore. It's been established long enough to have a real identity, real schools, and real resale demand. Buyers who get here typically stay. Now let's go inside. So here's as you enter, you can see 9-foot smooth ceilings, not popcorn ceilings, which makes it better in terms of accommodating dust. And for those that have allergies, I always prefer smooth ceilings. Nice space as you enter here. To your right is a window. There's another window overlooking the street. Here you got a nice space for probably a 3-seater, maybe 1-seater, and you can have a small dining table here. Continue moving to the family room and kitchen. To my right here is your powder room. Then you've got a closet here. And here's your kitchen. Open concept to the family. Pot lights and more pot lights in the kitchen. Nice extended cabinets all the way. You have your breakfast room here overlooking the backyard, which we'll get into shortly. But here's good size family room. Family room is it's 18 by 12, which is the largest room on the main floor. Again, you can see the hardwood floor throughout the main level. Fireplace is gas, no wood, no ash, no effort. You turn it on and it's warm. Want to see the kitchen again. It's a 12 by 9. Nice thing about the backyard, I notice it's got a interlocking, so less maintenance when it comes to cutting grass. Now I want to stop here before we go upstairs. You can notice here, these are all, this is an upgraded from the builder, the iron pickets. The custom LED lighting is also an upgrade. Another upgrade is the tall cabinetry in the kitchen. So, few upgrades done for this house. In 10 years of selling in Oakville, I've walked through hundreds of homes. The ones that were owner-occupied with real pride of ownership have a consistency to them. Small upgrades that accumulate into a home that feels different from one that was built to minimum specs and left there. This is one of those homes. The staircase is the signal. Everything above it and below it confirms it. Let's go upstairs. So we arrived to the second level. Right facing me is the laundry room. Right at the top of the stairs, built-in shelving, sink, your washer, dryer. So this is a feature most buyers, I think, like. You can write in the comment below, do you prefer a laundry room in the second level or in the basement or the main level? I'm the ones that like it on the upper level. Not in the basement, not in the main floor. Getting into the primary bedroom, 18 by 12, the vaulted ceiling, hardwood floors. This tray ceiling actually adds height and a sense of architecture to the room. Let's go. Good size walk-in closet. We've got our 5-piece ensuite here. Quartz vanity sinks, 2. Your stand-in shower. Let's move to the second bedroom. This is the smallest of the rooms. It's got a window, again, hardwood flooring, good size, bright room with its closet. Let's move to the third bedroom. This is overlooking the street, but to my right is the linen closet. And then here's the large window, again, double closet. Nice. Fourth bedroom, nice large window. This is the vaulted ceiling. Gives it more height, more sun entering the room. And the closet. So you've got 3 bedrooms other than the primary with their own shared bathroom here. Let's head to the basement. So we've got a fully finished basement. So fully finished basement. We have a 13 by 9 rec room here. 2 windows, well lit. Wet bar. Countertop, sink. Furnace room in here. So you can easily have your 5th bedroom here, or leave it open as a rec room, depending on what suits you more. Here's the full ensuite bath, 3-piece. And more space here. I think that's a decent layout for a basement. So I want to talk more about the basement, and let me tell you what that means for the different families who look at this home. If you have in-laws or aging parents, and this is a multi-generation purchase, this basement, lower level here, is fully self-contained. It's got its living space, bedroom, ensuite. You can add in the wet bar a kitchen. So it's complete independence within the same property. No sharing the main kitchen, no waiting for the bathroom, no living on top of each other. If you have an adult child who needs their own space, same thing. Separate entrance potential on a detached corner adjacent lot makes this conversation worth having with your agent. And if you're looking at this purely as a financial decision, a finished basement with a second kitchen in Oakville has real rental income potential. The market for basement suites in this community is active. The infrastructure is already built. At $1,579,000, the basement is not a bonus. It is part of the value equation. Okay, I promised I'll show you the backyard. Let's head to the backyard. Good sized backyard. As I said, you've got the interlocking here. Gives it less maintenance for cutting the grass. Have barbecue here, and yeah, good space. So after looking at this home, a Rosehaven-built in 2012, stone and stucco exterior, 9-foot smooth ceilings, hardwood floors throughout main and the upper floor, carpet free. The gas fireplace in the family room, custom kitchen with granite and tall cabinetry, 5-piece primary ensuite with quartz, second bedroom ensuite, upper floor laundry, finished basement with a second kitchen and a wet bar, 5th bedroom, full 3-piece bath, interlocking paver backyard, fully fenced. This home comes at 2,188 square feet above grade, plus your finished basement below, at around 1.5 to 1.55 million. Now let me talk about who this home is built for and why this specific address in Glenorchy makes sense for them. The primary buyer here is a family that has been in Oakville, maybe in a townhome in this community, maybe in a semi-detached somewhere in North Oakville, and is ready for their first detached. They've been watching the market, they know the schools they want, they know the trails they want, and they've decided Glenorchy is where they're staying. What this home gives that family that new construction at a similar price doesn't, a 2012 built with no deficiency, like no construction dust, no waiting for the community to fill in around them. The neighborhood is done. The schools are proven. The neighbors have been here for 10 years. That's a different experience than moving into a brand new street where half the homes are still under construction. The second buyer is a multi-generational family, and the basement answers their question before they even ask it. 2 kitchens, 2 bathrooms below and above, bedroom on each level. This home can functionally house 2 households without anyone feeling like they're compromising. That combination at 1.579, 1,579,000 is genuinely hard to find. The third buyer is the one who sees the income potential, a finished basement with a separate entrance possibility and a second kitchen, full bath already in place, in a community where the rental demand for detached homes is strong and documented. The basement suite infrastructure is built. The carrying cost calculation on this home looks different if part of the lower level generates income. Over 10 years in this market, I've watched Glenorchy mature from a new development into one of the most consistently in-demand communities in North Oakville. The resale data here is stable. Families who buy in Glenorchy tend to stay until they have to move. And when they sell to families who made the same decision they did. I did say stay for the basement, and that's what I meant. A bedroom, a full ensuite bathroom, a wet bar, a rec room, and a complete second kitchen. All professionally finished, all functioning, all part of what you're buying at 1.579. Whether that becomes a multi-generational living space, an income-generating basement suite, or simply the best home theater and entertainment floor your family has ever had, the infrastructure is already there. You are not doing this work, it's already done for you. That is what separates this home from the standard detached in Glenorchy at this price. The 2 ensuite second floor and the finished basement that functions as a second home within the first one. If you want to walk this property or want me to pull current comparable sales in Glenorchy so you understand exactly where 1.5 or 1.6 million sits in this market right now, reach out directly, link is below. And if you're trying to understand the real difference between a 2012 build like this one and a 2023 new build that has been delivered in 2026 at a similar price in North Oakville, what you actually gain and give up on each side, that's on the next video. It's a question I get from buyers constantly, and the answer is more specific than people expect.